almost don't want to stop, like you playing this track. Little World of Warcraft. The Shattering. Speaking of shattering, we just got shattering on by two amazing individuals who are joining us at the table. We have the owner of the BART, Mr. Chris Brown.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And his social media god / guru, overall man of the year, Mr. Brandon Specht.
I think it's fair to say that Matt has run out of segues.
Or I'm on my third drink, so I'm feeling very good. So Chris, this is your 4th anniversary.
It's crazy. I can't believe it's been 4 years.
I can't believe it's been 4 years. And you've rented out the room next door. So what exactly, since I stopped by, I kind of explained it briefly, but what exactly is going on next door? Probably much more, as you said, chaos than that's going on here.
It's always chaos. Anytime you try to do an event like this, it's complete chaos. Like, all the things you think they're like, oh, yeah, that's working great. No, that's what falls apart.
But it's not torrentially raining this year.
It is not torrentially raining this year. I mean, we have had rain, but that's a given. You should expect that with the BART anniversary. It's gonna rain.
It's Florida and it's August.
Yeah. I mean, then there's that. Welcome to the Sunshine State, you know?
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
It's guaranteed around 4 o'clock you're gonna get some showers.
Yeah, I mean, we change it up pretty much we've been over there for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
We never actually did a 1 year anniversary. We were just like, oh, it's been a year. Okay, that's cool.
Come in and have drinks.
Yeah.
To be fair, the first year you guys were working so hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's hectic.
Year.
That whole first year, I mean, anybody that's kind of tried to go out and do their own thing, whether it be business or whatever it may be, I mean, they know how much work goes into whatever it is that they're trying to do.
Right.
You're like, oh, this sounds like a good idea. And then you're like, oh, what happened to my life?
Yeah.
All worth it, though. I mean, considering where you started at 4 years ago to where you are now, I mean, it's night and day in terms of like the community and stuff that you're involved in.
The community's been so great.
I mean,
without the community support that we've had, I mean, we wouldn't probably still be here. I don't know. I mean, the community support's been so huge for us.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like the day that Brandon came there, he's like, hey, we're doing this like thing, or review movies, and I'm like, yeah, cool, come on in. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just like,
I didn't know what the hell I was doing either. So it worked.
It's all about pretending.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the kind of thing, though. Like you talked about before. Like you never know. You took that chance, and then look what's developed from that relationship alone. You know what
right.
And then what is going to come in year 5?
I don't know.
Anything?
I don't know what's going to come in year 1, 2, 3. I didn't know what happened this year.
I'm guessing at least 50 stores by the end of next year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a big leap.
Yeah. I mean, we actually do have a couple cool things that we're working on. It's super hush-hush right now. BART's done so well. I mean, we've always kind of been like, I mean, from like in the middle of like year 2, we're like, damn, we should have been bigger. But when you're doing a startup, you want to keep your overhead as low as possible, because that way, if you don't get the response that we did, you're like, oh, I can still manage it. I can still kind of trudge through it and make it happen.
Yeah.
It's one of those hindsight things.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of things that we're working on that we're hoping to get done in the future. A couple of big things. So I'll keep everyone posted as that moves along.
Plus, just all the community stuff we're doing all the
time.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, last year was insane with the community. I mean, I think we did about like 5 or 6 events over at the Science Center.
Well, we just went through a binge of just events. We had tons of events just recently.
We had a bunch of events recently
events,
too.
All that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we were constantly doing stuff. Like the big stuff that like really kind of takes it out of you because you're slugging so much gear around and doing whatever. We seem to have done a little less of that this year, but we really focused hard on the big ones that we really want, like i.e. like Free Play Florida.
Right.
BART directly doesn't really do stuff with Maker Faire, but I mean, we're still doing stuff with Maker Faire.
Right.
Yeah. Just via the community.
It's all community stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, next door over at Orange Studio that we rent out. I mean, we're constantly changing all the stuff, and because of community, it makes it easier for us to do that. So we got our friends at the Pinball Lounge that bring out a bunch of cool pins for us, and that's really helpful.
Yeah.
Our friends at Free Play Florida bring out some really awesome games. Brian Jones had brought out some pretty awesome stuff over there. We've been building, I say we, but mostly he, has been building a bunch of reactor cabinets.
Nice.
And so one of them is on its first maiden voyage out of the garage. And I got to tell you, it is beautiful.
That's awesome.
It's a really fun game. We're going to have a bunch of them out at free play. It's great. And then the one that I'm in most love with is the Tempest 2000 cabinet he has over there.
Nice.
It is the coolest thing ever. I started playing it a little bit like when the games were coming in yesterday. I'm like, I got to walk away. Otherwise, I won't get anything done for the event.
That's
It's got like a subwoofer in it. You know, it's running original arcade controls.
Oh,
it's
man.
amazing.
I'm looking forward to making my way over there toward the end of the night. After we pack up, I'm going to go over there and play some games, damn it. Because when I walked in there, I was like, okay,
Yes.
I got to get out of here now because I'm not going to leave this room. So,
Yeah, I had the same issue when I was bringing all the games in. I'm like, no, go away. You have other stuff to do.
The problem is you come back over here and there's still awesome games over in this part of the venue.
And there's still tons of people. You know, it's great. I mean, like I said earlier, people are coming in here, they're getting their drinks, they're convoying over to the other room, playing games, and they're like, okay, I need a breather. Come back over here, sit down, relax, get some more drinks, hang out, and it's just a nonstop party. It's great.
Yeah. In the next hour or so, it's gonna get really crazy. I'm sure. I mean, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
The
later it gets, the more crazy.
It's fun watching at these anniversaries. I've been at every single one of them now, and just watching people do this, just do the circle. Like, okay, back over to the orange room, back over to the Bart, back over to the orange room, back. Oh wait, I still wanted to play some of those games. Back over there. So you just watch people; they're just doing circles. It's gotta look hilarious.
They're two complete different vibes though going on too. Our 2-year anniversary, we had Soul Brother Kevin, SBK from SBK Live, and Angel do like music out there. You know, they DJ'd it. It was awesome. I've known those guys. We got good friends of Real Radio. A little quick shout out for Real Radio too. They got the Phillips File Poker Tournament going on at Science Center tonight too. So
nice.
Hopefully, maybe when that's done, we'll get some people from that. But,
that'd be cool.
That'd be sweet.
And then last year, Kevin did it solo for us. And due to some health stuff, for anybody that doesn't know Kevin, he has some health issues going on. It's a lot to take on. So I decided, hey, it's time to pull out some turntables and play some vinyl. So we got a whole different deal going on, over there with the music. But we still got all the games. Doing some like screen printing. We got the coaster art going on again.
I saw that station over there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so every year, we add some things, we take some things away. Stuff just doesn't happen. So
yeah.
But
this year we
really
get to be
cool.
a part of it. Which
exactly.
is a big honor for
See,
us.
This is an ad. I mean, this is really cool. When y'all brought this up, I was like, yeah, totally. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a good response. We had someone come on and people have been inquiring, talking about it. So
yeah,
it's good stuff. It's a great way to interact and meet people. So we really appreciate it. And here's our Colombian friend that just showed up. We'll get you on soon. So
Nick McNickerson.
Nick McNickerson.
That's not your name? Okay.
So this goes until midnight, or is it? Are we going until the sun comes up and people pass out on the floor?
I wish we could go on until the sun comes up. I mean, that's kind of that's how I feel over there when I'm playing like my records and stuff. I'm like, I remember when I used to do this till the sun came up. Unfortunately, someone else is using that space tomorrow, so we kind of have to start moving stuff out. Which is why we put the midnight kind of thing on there, so we can start moving things out.
It's going to be a late night for you?
It's either a late night or an early morning or both. The last 2 days have been both.
Nice.
So,
it all paid off. It all paid off.
Well, yeah. I mean, depends on what your definition of paid off is. My
definition of paid off is when you eventually get a Blades of Steel cabinet in
don't
here,
start with me.
And we can drink and compete against each other like I've been wanting to do since I met you.
You don't know at all how much that haunts me. The first time I saw that empty shell of a Blades of Steel cabinet at the arcade auction, and I didn't have a warehouse or a place to put a lot of my big stuff at the time. I actually, that's right when I was starting to actually buy my own machines. And I saw that thing, I was like, yo, this is a Blades of Steel cabinet. I need this. Where am I going to put this thing?
Yeah.
And so I passed on it. I could have got it for probably like $25. I mean, I know, and that even kicks you in the tail even harder, right?
Yeah. Chris doesn't have the girl that got away.
No, I got the arcade machine that got away. Yeah, there's too many of those.
It's like your holy grail game. You'll eventually acquire it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one. See, that's the sad thing is everyone has that like holy grail, that one thing. See, I'm too sick to have one thing.
Yeah.
I got about like 20, 30,000 things that are my holy grail.
30,000 holy grails.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I want that. I'll find it. I'll get it.
I want to get a Play Choice cab eventually. That's one of my goals. Now that I'm in a new house and I can have an actual cabinet.
I might have a line on one of those for you if you're interested.
Well, I'm yours. We'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll
later.
talk more about that.
Yeah.
I can help you out with something like that.
I like that.
I know people.
I have a game room now, so I want to put it. I want to have it in there. Like, open the door. Like,
I also got 2 tubs of games for a Play Choice cabinet. So
sold.
There's that too.
Just start throwing money all over the place. Yes,
you know, I'm not. They're not necessarily for sale, but if you want to borrow something, I'm good.
Perks, man.
Yeah,
Living that hashtag
community. It's that community
life.
again. Yeah.
Love it. So, anything else that we need to know? I mean, going forward. I mean, other than this is a very big night. I mean, 4 years. That's and the crowd here. I mean, it's amazing so far, and it's only going to get better.
And it's only one building.
It's only one building. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything like necessarily like off the top of my head that's big. I mean, outside of things I mentioned earlier that we're kind of working on. Those are going to be huge, but I mean, there's a lot of steps between here and there for those, and it's way too premature to even hint at anything. I mean, granted, it's probably already been hinted at enough that it's going to be expansion or something along those lines.
Right.
But I mean, we're going to continue doing stuff. I mean, working with Brandon's been fantastic. You know, he's been super helpful. Doing the social media has been great. I mean, everything that like by him taking that over, all the views and the traffic and everything we've been getting, it's just been skyrocketing.
Yeah. The interaction on the page has been great.
I'm just happy that it's given Chris a little extra time to focus his energy on all the awesome things that he has planned.
Yeah.
Yeah, extra time's great. But what's
yeah.
when you can find it. No, the sick thing is like, all right, cool, he's doing that, so I get extra time, so I fill it up with something else stupid.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, you got your art that you've been working on, which, by the way, I'm buying a piece of that art. I meant to tell you when we were here for the charity event.
Yeah.
I want to buy one of those pieces. So whatever you have left over, show me, because
I might have something back there that you're more welcome to just kind of have. I
don't really take free art. I gotta
actually
pay
no, I
for
took it home.
I don't even let Barrett give me free art. I pay him for it, so I'm like,
buy 20 beers.
There you go. See, that works.
All right, 17 more to go.
There you go.
Let me know when you're going to do that. So,
yeah, we can definitely talk on that. That was one of those things where it's like there was a hole in an art show, and I was like, normally I'll call on somebody and be like, hey, please help me out,
Yeah.
But I felt bad doing it for the umpteenth, 100th time.
Yeah.
And I was really interested in like the spray paint art, and so I tried. It worked out really well.
Yeah.
Brian, I'll do it.
But if you ever need someone, I can draw Homer Simpson's head.
It's true.
I can draw it with different hats.
Totally doesn't look like Homer Simpson. Totally looks like something obscene.
Is it like season 1 Simpsons?
Like season 1 Simpsons.
I've never told them it was bad.
When they look at it, they're like, oh no, I only draw like classics like Homer.
Yeah.
You know. It's not bad. It's just season 1.
So if you're
That's
you're really desperate for something on the wall drawn in a pencil, I'm your man.
I think he came up with that's really good.
Yeah,
it's not really bad. It is season 1. There you go.
I'm the idea guy.
See that? This is how stuff happens.
But we should say, he talked a little bit about the art there. There's another community that's been phenomenal for Bart. I mean, at this point, we constantly have people coming to us, but we have like these also kind of like our staple artists, like our guys like our buddy Warren from Famous After Death.
Amazing.
Randall is going to be the next show.
Amazing as well.
Yeah, I mean, we just had our first show with Toxic Rachel.
That was really good.
That was an awesome show.
Yeah, she did really well.
Yeah.
She was great to work with. I think I've noticed over the years with artists, they can be kind of quirky.
I think that's fair. I think it's fair to generalize all artists ever.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
I mean, I guess technically I'm an artist now, so I fall in that category as well. So
I think anytime you do something that's really cool, you have to have some quirks. If you're podcasting, if you own a bar, if you teach middle school, you're
the quirkiest of them all.
I gotta deal with children all day long. Leave me alone.
Yeah, in my case, the quirk came afterwards.
Yeah.
But no,
I think that's actually how it starts, though.
Yeah.
You know, I think they go into being sane, thinking it's a great idea, and then after doing it, then they lose their mind, and they're just like,
The other one I was going to say was Parker Sketch, too.
Oh, Parker's really great.
So we have these guys that we can really rely on to bring a couple shows. You know, some of these guys do multiple shows a year, and they fill in the space, and they always make our gallery look phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they know this. That's the nice part about having repeat artists is they know the space at this point.
Yeah.
So they know what they have to work with, and they can kind of fill it in. And Chris can sit back, put his feet up, drink.
Nice.
No, that never happens.
Oh yeah, never happens. No,
but
no.
it is nice, you know, because you have these people who have a strong idea of what we want to see in the bar, and they really bring it.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of really talented artists that reach out to us that want to show here, and I look at their stuff and I'm like, that's very good. I mean, you're very talented. It's not going to work in our space. I mean, it'll hang up there, and it's just going to, it's going to clash. Clash, maybe not clash, but I mean, you can hang it and it looks nice, but I don't know what you're really going to sell or move.
For example, I paint farms. And
Exactly.
Chris has never let me show my artwork here.
No.
Just hanging up in my place.
You lie. You've had art up in here.
Oh, that's true. I have it art up here.
You've had a couple pieces in here.
By the way, I lied when I said I paint farms.
That was a lie. Scratching my brain. I was like, when has he
not
ever
a lie.
painted a farm?
Like I was lying. I was like, no, you've hung here before.
No,
yeah,
that
I
Mars
also
Attacks
don't-
piece you
I also
did.
flat out don't paint farms.
The real lie was that I don't paint farms.
You should, though.
I'm not good at this game.
Challenge accepted. I'll do.
You should paint-
I'll do Moo Moo Meadows from Mario
that's
Kart.
nice.
Moo Moo Meadows with Captain America throwing his shield into one of the pipes. First disc offer. It's
he-
still going to happen.
When
Wow.
Matt is on his deathbed, like 3 years from now,
Wow.
I will.
3 years. Wow.
I will,
that's rough.
I will make this
He's
artwork
being
for him.
generous.
Oh.
I'm dying tomorrow.
I'm going to make this artwork. He has wanted me to do Captain America, the original disc offer for that was actually his introduction to when we first met. He's like, "Oh my gosh, are you an artist? You should make Captain America the disc offer." I'm like,
No,
I
I
don't know
disc
you.
golf.
I don't know you.
It was that moment when I was just like, no, never mind. I gave up art.
Yeah, I'm done. I just take dumps on the sidewalk and stand in it.
What?
That's
That's
it's a
art.
form of
Yeah.
art.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's art, man.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Isn't that what?
Eye in the poop holder, what?
Yeah.
The poop hole.
I need another drink. This is going to end up real good. By the time midnight comes around, I'm going to be crawling out of here.
Happens.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. This was
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
This
We
was
really
Not a
appreciate
problem.
you being out here.
And we're really excited. I played that Marble Madness cab. I'll be playing it again multiple
You
times.
better,
That
'cause
game
it-
is hard as garbage. man.
I think it's leaving after the event because I gotta have a consensus because I want to bring that Tempest 2000 cabinet in here, but it's so loud,
Yeah. Oh, really?
and I think my bartenders and everyone will kill me if I do it. So
Give them earplugs.
It's got a subwoofer in it. It just shakes everything.
That's
It's
actually awesome.
amazing. It's you got to go check it out. It's so good.
Do like a one night only thing. Come in, play Tempest and 2000 and drink 2000 drinks.
There, nothing wrong.
I've
could happen
tried
with that.
I fail miserably. I can get nowhere near it and fail miserably.
That's a weird drinking challenge.
I mean, look at the state of everybody after barter around the world. So
Yeah.
Is there another bar around the world?
Actually, it went off so well that we will probably definitely do another one next year. We're gonna
good.
do a reunion kind of thing in October for Oktoberfest and just not do the full pull around the world, but hit certain things, see if everyone's on board and go eat at the Bit Garden in Germany
Nice.
and do some stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd like to make it out for this one. I was looking at pictures and
We
video that you
do
were posting. I
have
was
some extra shirts for the event though too. So
It is a drinking marathon, that's for sure.
yeah,
I know plenty of people have done it. I just had not challenged myself before, and it was like, dang, we just hit America, and I already am flying.
Yeah. Well, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and we paced it out to
Yeah,
where
that's
we
true.
kind of scheduled each country for around 45 minutes to an hour, and then
Right.
everyone was like, ooh, but all right, cool. I've had my tequila. I want to move on. And,
Yeah.
No, just wait. It's cool.
Just chill, man.
You still got to get all the way
Chill, man.
around.
Yeah.
Trust me. We started in Mexico. We still have like the Rose and Crown to deal with. So
Yeah, geez, at the very end.
yeah.
Can-
Canada's a
pretty
bonus.
Yeah,
you know.
Canada was the
if you're-
bonus
if you're-
after party.
If you're able to drink something after the Rose and Crown, there's Canada for you.
and many people did. I should
Oh,
point
yeah.
out. Many
Good.
people,
I
many
did.
people did.
Ed, I'll tell you, a trooper, one of the guys that crushed it amazingly. Ed from the Pinball Lounge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was awesome. He
what
was.
was crazy was he was. It's fair to say, and Ed will admit this. He was probably the oldest person when we did Epcot
Yeah.
who was there on that particular day.
But he held stronger
And
than
yeah,
most of the
that's
people.
what I'm saying. He was like looking at us like noobs.
Yeah.
All these noobs trying to drink around the world. He's like, we got the Rose and Crown, and he was actually telling me like facts about all the songs that we're singing. Everyone else is like so flying so high, singing the songs, not get the lyrics tremendously well. But Ed's just like, yeah. Ed's like, you should know.
I
that
was
this song
crushing
was
it at the Rose and Crown. I'll say.
You're okay. I will say this: Chris is a very good singer. But it was fun to see Ed.
It did help that we were at the Rose and Crown at the end of the thing, so it sounded much better for everyone else.
You were about 12 drinks in too, if not more. So.
Yeah, it was an epic time. I'm actually wearing my Bart Around the World shirt tonight.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's got the Pong thing on there.
Another collaboration. The community. This is our buddy Famous After Death that actually designed the shirt. And
Nice.
it's just ridiculous, these relationships that have been built.
Yeah,
I think
That thing's awesome.
just
tree of life. Yeah.
Awesome.
just kind of a cool way to end it. It's the same thing that Chris has said before. It's Bart is a lot like a traditional idea of like a pub. It's a public house. You have the community
Definitely.
coming together here. You have artists. You have makers and like they got people from Factor and all that stuff.
You have everything. going on.
Arcade people, pinball people.
I mean, we
craft
got like the indie
beer
dev
people,
game guys that meet up here.
indie
I mean,
developers.
just all kinds of just anything that you can think of.
Yeah.
It happens here.
And then they just all work together, and that's the way things should be. And it blows my mind.
I mean, in our short 4 years, we've had people that have met here and are now married and stuff. We had somebody that met their now fiance here and contacted us and like, well, we met at Bart and I'd like to propose to her at Bart.
Oh, that's cool.
And he had this really awesome painting done of like Morticia and Gomez Adams.
Oh.
but it was them. And so they
awesome.
came in, they hung it on the wall there, and she's like, "Is that us?" And then he proposed to her.
That's awesome.
That's sweet.
so cool.
It was really neat, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. That's part of what we do. That's our community base."
And the thing
That's
that's
awesome.
the
That's
thing
really
that still
cool.
shocks me is that like when I come across somebody who is a Central Florida native and still doesn't know of the Bart. Like I met someone today.
Oh, you'll know.
And I met someone today, and they said, "Oh, is it like?" And they compared it to another establishment locally, and I said, "Oh no, this is the Bart." I said, "It's on Mills. You need to go sometime." I gave him all the social media stuff that I'm going to plug now. You can look.
Yay, social media plug guy from the social media guy. Get it?
Definitely check us out on Facebook because we're always constantly posting about the different events that we're going to do. We're going to be working with Free Play Florida again in November. We're going to be working with the Indie Galactic Space Jam that's coming up here.
We're going to go serve some beer for them.
There is so much stuff that Bart is involved with, and I'm very proud that I work for the nerd bar establishment that is involved with
Orlando's first.
Yeah,
Just saying.
just saying.
And best.
We're involved in so many things that we're part of the community as much as the community is a part about us. So check us out on Facebook.
Also subscribe to the events. That's a
subscribe
huge
to the events.
thing.
A lot of people have been doing that lately, which have been awesome. Our subscriberships on the events have gone up. quite a
Facebook
bit.
can be a little goofy on like business pages and stuff like that, where like you won't really always see everything. But as long as you subscribe to the events, you'll see what's going on.
You'll be happy you did.
Yes, you will. Oh yeah.
Well, Chris, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
a fantastic, wonderful 4 years. And we look forward to having this conversation again.
Yes.
Year 5.
Talk to me about that play choice.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this as soon as we go on break here. So what are you putting on for a little music here?
I don't know. Why
Spinmeister?
don't you tell me?
I don't know. Just pick something cool. I got so much gaming music on there.
Drop something funky. Drop some like Toe Jam or something.
I'll try. I'll try to find it.
I like how Matt's gotten to the point. Like usually he's good about building up the
he got
music.
so
Now he's like, I don't know,
deflated.
pick something
Just
cool.
like, yeah, just put it on.
That was so funny. I saw him get so deflated. It's the same way as like if I'm on like at the turntables and someone's like, "Oh, can you play this?" It's like, "I'll see."
Wait, what?
Yeah, we'll see what we got.
Just
That's fine.
pick
No
something
worries. I
random.
was just gonna.
I got
being
Toe Jam
difficult.
probably in like my Genesis folder, but you can just put on that one right there,
Yes, that one.
number 10.
Okay.
There's nothing chiller than the fairy chill from Secret of Mana. We'll see you guys after the break.
Nice.
Oy vey, we're back. I got another beverage, number 4, or is this number 5? Brian, help me out here.
That's number 4.
This is my extra continue life from Contra. Up, down, left, right, BA, start, Angry Orchard, let's go.
I just like how you're apparently the only one drinking it, and when we got these, the guy's like, well, Matt, you only got 2 left. Like, you drank out the entire
You drank out the
beverage
entire
from this
thing, yeah.
place.
Apparently nobody else is
Really?
ordering
Yeah, they
it.
only have 2 left in the whole bar.
Wow.
So joining us on the mic is the man responsible for all things creation, Mr. Nick Milano.
I think that's God, actually.
Some people call Nick a god.
I will not dispute that.
Yeah.
So how are you? I heard you recently moved in, actually like 2 minutes from here.
I'm good, yeah.
Which
I
is
moved
awesome.
in literally 1 street over.
And you still drove here.
I drove here because I have a girlfriend who worries about me, and she was wigging out because I was like, I'm just going to walk. And then she wouldn't leave
Well,
me
don't have
alone.
to forget, Nick is also part gremlin, and it was raining.
That's
Oh,
true.
true.
He'd
Yeah.
have been like,
I would have spawned several more of me.
Yeah,
if
you
I
just
had
shoot
gotten
off
away.
into little balls.
God help us all.
Mogwise.
So, Nick, I need to know right now, what game are you playing?
Right now, I'm
And
playing.
not rage quitting on. What game are you playing?
I've
Don't take
reached-
that away from him.
I have reached a peace. I've made peace with Overwatch, so I'm not rage quitting Overwatch currently. And I
That's good.
actually just hit 100 today, and I'm
wow.
about to prestige.
Very nice.
I'm very excited about that. And I'm playing. Well, you can only charitably call playing No Man's Sky, which is turned out to be kind of a big treadmill.
Yeah.
It doesn't really feel like I'm playing it anymore.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier with the
Yeah,
gentleman that we had on.
We had a guest on.
Gaston.
No, not a Gaston. A guest on the show.
Drinks
like
Gaston, no one thinks like Gaston. No one's
Everybody
breath is
wants
incredibly
to
stink like Gaston.
I don't know the words, but I like Gaston.
Yeah, I don't know the words either. That's why I made
I
them
should.
up.
Yeah.
That's the best song in that whole show.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast for in television. Interesting game.
I'm sorry. What was the previous guest saying about it?
Oh, we were disappointed
More of the
about it
same.
because he was,
Yeah.
expecting multiplayer and a lot of other, a lot of things like that. So that the developers need to really come out and address certain things that people have questions about, especially for an indie game, And what's up? How you doing?
That's adoring public.
I just got really sidetracked here. That's what problem with me drinking and talking at the same time.
But that's No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
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 So
That's the thing. I mean, the game has I think a lot of potential, but I think if they don't address or at least answer questions that people have, it's going to shoot them in the foot. For a smaller indie game company, they're very ambitious, and the things that they did are very remarkable, but people have questions, and you really can't leave the internet waiting because the internet is more impatient than me waiting for my wing order to come up.
Well, that. Oh, sorry. What were you going to say?
no, I was just gonna point at the credits to that movie, so we could try to figure out which one which one it is.
Oh,
but
Mad Max.
Yeah, it's fine. It was the one with Humongous in it.
Okay, so Curmudgeon is played by Zed Highland.
Nathan is in
That's-
it.
that's all I got.
Nathan Fillion.
There's a victim played by Kathleen McKay. Tent Lovers.
Do you guys have a Twitter? Because
Yes, we do have a Twitter.
So
At
if you
Cash
know
Revive.
who Zed Highland played the Curmudgeon, if you know what movie that is, tweet at
Cast Revive.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thanks,
I like
Nick.
it. Figuring out how Twitter works.
Nick's our PR consultant.
I don't want to pull out my phone and look it up. I want someone to listen to this for 3 hours and then
It was Mad Max
tweet-
2.
I told you.
It was Mad.
Brian.
I'm sorry.
Still tweeted us. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, still tweet us.
So you said you don't no longer rage. Are you still a Lucio player, or have you evolved to a
My,
man of more
A dwarf player.
Yeah.
my new love is attack dwarfing, which is playing Torbjorn on attack. Because basically what I'll do is I'll set up the turret right at our door when it opens, and I found that it helps get the team out of the door a bit because especially if you got a tank there guarding it, it'll kind of clear the immediate area of people. It'll help kind of chase them away so you can get some room to get out.
Right. Nice. I've been trying to practice with Hanzo lately, doing really bad. And I've just been jumping around. I've been having really, really bad rounds all together, and I've been rage quitting and getting teabagged on, and it just kind of really upsets me to the point where I just don't want to play online games with people anymore.
It's
I've
see
become
the
you.
dregs. Yeah,
I
you've
have
seen
become
you
you.
see the dregs of humanity when you play online with people.
I told Brian earlier that I saw a Rocket League player, his account name was Nazi Germany. I was like,
God.
like, what is wrong with people? Like, I just can't. I'm surprised that even got past like Microsoft name thingy. Like that's offensive or stuff like that. So.
Maybe because it's like his name is just a historical fact. It's not as if he's like necessarily supporting or denouncing. It's just a weird thing.
You don't
to
name
do.
yourself something.
I
There's
know.
nothing positive associated with that. You can't spin that to where, well, I'm doing this in memory of all
People
the people.
need to know.
The people need to know about the Nazis, especially in Rocket League. Like, come on now.
Target audience
Yeah, exactly.
of the Nazis was the Rocket League players.
God.
So, what else is going on with you? Do you still play Hawken?
Hawken.
The mech game?
No,
You were into that for a while.
Yeah, I haven't played that in a little while. I'm playing Rocksmith.
Oh, that's right.
That's a big
Yeah.
one I'm playing right now.
Yeah, I've been watching your videos. You've been coming along quite nicely with that.
Yeah, I love that. It's if you don't know, it's a game that teaches you how to play guitar, and I love it.
I tried, and I'm really bad at it, apparently.
Okay, yeah, with Rocksmith, the thing is, the big first hump is getting over reading the notes coming at you because it's like a weird thing. But once you get used to how all the notes look and everything, and you actually start learning how to play, because I couldn't play anything. But yeah, once you kind of figure out what everything is coming at you, it's much easier to follow.
I think, like you told me as well, that it's harder on the Xbox because there's a little bit of input lag.
Oh yeah. You gotta I guess they recommend having external speakers because I guess they said the way HDMI works to your TV, there's about a second or two delay.
Okay.
But I think Xbox just did an update now where there's different HDMI audio options. So maybe check it out again.
Okay.
See if you can adjust the audio that way.
Yeah, I need to check it out because I'd like to start fiddling with it now that I've got a setup that I can actually do it on. So I'm not going to ask, but I like what Brian's looking up right now
I'm looking up Skullman.
from Mega Man 4.
See, you have an album track from Final Fantasy. God, you just did that to me.
I did. Got him.
A Mega Man 6.
Yes, there are a couple Mega Man tracks that are askew. I need to little View Askew Productions, little clerks,
I don't like it.
Mallrats.
God.
He first appeared in Weekly Shonen magazine in 1970.
How did you not know that? That's like more common knowledge than bathing every day. I'm such a jerk. But I love him.
Has anyone discussed the insane pinball machine behind us?
Funhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about how creepy as hell it is.
That thing, I swear to God, I can feel it watching me.
Oh, yeah. If you move, the eyes follow you. Yes.
It's insane.
It absolutely does. Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
It's going to come alive and try to kill me tonight, I think.
Have you checked out the other room yet? The orange building over there?
There's another room.
This event has 2 rooms. There's this, and then the one right across the street there. And he's got twice the amount of cabs. There's a actual DJ in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's an art station and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, why am I here hanging out with you guys?
Yeah, I tell you, there's a Tempest 2000 cabinet. Check it out. It's totally
what
legit.
Is that?
You ever hear the game Tempest?
No.
But it's hard to explain. It's a bunch of cool stuff. You just got to check it out. But it's got this guy built it from the ground up, so it's got subwoofers in it. It's really really loud, and the controls are super tight because it's all brand new stuff.
What are you doing in that game?
You're essentially you're in kind of a spider web, and there's these little things coming at you, and you want to rotate the control around to hit them all the way around. But there was Tempest, now there's Tempest 2000, and 2000 basically just improved and added upon that same type of gameplay mechanic. So it's polygonal. Ever play the game Battlezone? You're those wire tanks looking.
Oh yeah,
it's very similar to that kind of style. In terms of there's those single lines as your graphical interface.
Oh,
and so
okay.
it's neat. It's neat. I mean you should check it out. It's because it's the first time it's ever been over here. So and it's only going to be there. Chris doesn't own that cab, so that's why he's I'm going to spend all my time playing this because it's super amazing. So, what's up, Ryan? What's going on?
Just pulling up images of Tempest to help you tell Nick what it was.
Nice, dude. You are like the dude that's on spot point with like everything.
I can kind of see a reflection in Brian's glasses, so I have a good idea
There you go.
of what the game looks like through Brian's glasses.
And if
One of those browser windows was not the game, Brian.
And if anybody
The other
at
one
home,
is This Week in Games.
Oh, okay.
This Week in Games. What about it?
This Week in Games. It's the news article we pulled up earlier to steal our news from.
Oh, to borrow.
To borrow. I'm sorry, borrow.
No, you guys
Borrow.
you're huff-poing it or whatever.
Huck-poing?
Huff-poing.
Yeah, we're HuffPo.
Like-
Huff Post.
Yeah.
Huffington Post.
They don't steal the news; they just repackage and redeliver it or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what we did. We
Yeah.
put our own playful spin on it.
Nice. I'm ready for bed. Just kidding. I'm not. I have so much energy and I'm ready to go till 4 a.m.
Matt's slumped in the corner of his couch. He's
think-
glued
yeah.
the mic to his chin.
I think you literally just took a micro nap in between those two statements. Like, I saw the life leave your eyes for a minute.
It was pretty legit. I tell you, it was very refreshing. Oh man! Anything coming out? Are you getting Battlefield 1 when that comes out?
Yes, he is. Doesn't have a choice.
Okay, I guess I am.
Yeah, he's in that.
Comes out in October.
And that's the like old school Battlefield,
Yeah.
like World War One.
Yep,
Battlefield?
World War One. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
And then a week after that, or 10 days after that, comes Titanfall 2. Did you play the beta for that? That
No,
just ended.
how is that?
It was decent. It wasn't bad. I didn't get to try any mech gameplay, but the grappling hook totally worth it.
Yeah, Titanfall 1 was a kind of another, not as bad as No Man's Sky, but I remember I really liked it, and I was like, oh, it seems like they're going to add a bunch of really cool stuff to this game, and then they never added anything to
They
it.
had like 3 expansions. They added new maps and new mechs and weapons, but I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I really did. There really wasn't anything that I was just like, this game needs to work. It didn't do that well. The biggest thing was because it did not have a campaign mode. People were very upset about that.
That's right.
Titanfall 2 will have a campaign
Yeah.
mode. So, and they're adding like special abilities for mechs, like fire axe punch and flying drunken sword kick. You know, all kinds of like crazy stuff.
Now, is flying drunken sword kick an actual thing? Because
Yeah.
that would be amazing. Like your mech drinks like a barrel of whiskey and then tries to kick someone.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it be like fermented engine oil or something? Do you think alcohol gets machines just drunk as it does humans?
I'm thinking since you're piloting it, maybe it like drinks a barrel of whiskey and all
It
the
all
whiskey
floods into
funnels-
your cockpit.
Yeah, it, like, funnels into the cockpit. And then you have to try and control the thing to kick someone.
That'd be awesome. Just like when the Titanic went down, the glass broke and the dude got filled with water. Same thing with alcohol. Or is that a really bad comparison?
Minus the tragic loss of life.
Yeah.
There's my Diablo homie. There's my future Battlefield 1 homie. Yeah. You guys better get ready.
That
You're
is
get- you're
speaking
getting on
about two
soon.
bearded gentlemen that just approached the table.
That's right.
One of them's not bearded.
Oh,
so,
one of I
yeah,
apologize.
Yeah, one
You
of them
guys can have one of my new
clean-shaven.
business cards.
Matt gets so distracted at live events.
See, the problem with doing a people is there's no video. You're like, who the hell is this guy talking to?
I think we described him perfectly.
Yeah.
That's true. I did.
I described him
actually.
completely accurately.
I'm pretty good at that. So what else? What else is going on? Anything in the gaming world that's like upsetting you or doing the complete opposite, making you smile?
Nothing relevant. That's the thing is I've been mostly just overwatching, and then when No Man's Sky came out, I was like, this is going to be the thing that distracts me from Overwatch. And then it was really fun for a couple days, and then now I'm just like, yeah, they need to add stuff to it. So other than that, I don't know what else is really happening. I literally was just informed I'm getting Battlefield. So
I mean, you had to have known.
The fact that you didn't know that you were getting it breaks my heart. Because it's Battlefield. First off.
I only was vaguely aware that it was happening. I didn't know it was actually coming out this
October 12th.
Which they usually release that with a Call of Duty, too. Is there a Call of Duty coming out this year?
Yeah, the Future Warfighter or whatever.
Into Mars is the new Call of
Into
Duty.
Mars?
Yeah,
They're literally in space fighting. That's why Battlefield needs this to be successful, because if it is, Call of Duty's gonna follow suit. Absolutely,
that game
going
has gone off the rails.
Dude, Battlefield 1 looks awesome, like straight old school first-person shooter. Like I am so jacked for it.
Can you snipe in it? Is my
Yes,
question.
you can.
Awesome.
But dude, this is what you can do. You get a massive, because you have a weapon that has a bayonet,
Okay.
and you get a charge. So you literally go, yeah, and you literally sprints across the map and just stabs a dude and tackles him. Like, that's an attack in the game.
So if you press a button, my dude will sprint across a map and stab a dude?
Yeah, if you line it up and hit them, yes.
Oh,
You also
still have to
I
hit
gotta
them.
do work.
You
All right, well,
also get to use a sword on horseback. Come on. Like, a sword on horseback to hit people.
Can you snipe on horseback? I feel like that would be.
No,
like
I think you're just like cavalry. Like you're just
okay.
but if you could snipe
so,
on
wait,
horse,
so like in the previous Battlefield games, they had like ATVs. So in this one, the horses are the ATVs. Basically?
there's horses, there's like mini tanks and stuff like that, and there's biplanes for the actual airplanes.
Oh, do you get like balloons where like
There's a zeppelin. There's a
They
zeppelin.
Have zeppelins?
They have
Okay.
zeppelins.
All right, I'm on board with this.
Yeah, dude,
It seems pretty legit.
You should check out the video, dude. It looks amazing. I'm very excited for it.
All right.
I'm sure a week in, I'll be screaming that this game is cheap and everybody should, not exist other than myself.
And then
people
he'll
currently
quit playing
around
it
me.
before the rest of us do.
Oh,
I usually do.
actually, okay.
Except Bad Company too. I lasted for the end with that one.
I actually have a question too that you might
I have
be
an
able to answer.
I have an answer.
What? Yeah. What's up with this new Final Fantasy? Like,
15.
yeah, I keep seeing people angrily posting about all these increasingly expensive like packs that they're releasing for it. It's like the Final Fantasy Platinum Pack, $250, and it's like an art book and like some extra. I don't know.
Like the limited edition stuff like the collector's edition stuff that they normally do with games.
You sure they're not mad because of the pushback?
What's the pushback?
It was delayed again.
It just got
Oh.
delayed again. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, there's usually 3 tiers. They have the normal edition, the limited, the collector's
Sorry.
edition, and then the one in between. And the collector's edition usually comes with an art book, the soundtrack, a little like a figurine of something, and it's usually like the price of a console essentially.
Yeah, that's-
but it's the only stuff you can get through the collector's edition unless you go on eBay and buy it for triple the price. Which, just wait until the remake of Final Fantasy VII happens. You're going to see tiers
Yeah.
of collector
for
stuff.
that, yeah, for that, I would
people
buy
are going to
a
go
collector
nuts.
pack of stuff.
Would you really?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe.
If they come out with a limited edition console for that, I'm buying it.
What if they come out with a PlayStation 4 that's it's a replica Buster Sword, and you put the disc into the little materia hole?
that would be.
Yeah,
would be amazing.
I literally just teared up. Like, I would absolutely love that. Absolutely love that.
Or it was like a Red 13, like a big Red 13 statue, and you put the disc in his mouth.
I want to ask you a question. Now, we talked about this earlier. Since they're breaking up into segments, they're not doing the whole game. They're releasing it in
that's
tiers.
right.
What would be a better place to stop the first, at the end of the first, episode? Would it be when you first leave Midgard, or when you get through that long story at Calm? When you find out, all about Sephiroth and all his backstory. What do you think would be a better ending point?
I would probably say, Midgard, Midgar, because that's such a memorable part of the game, and like the Calm, I honestly didn't remember it until you just brought it up. So, I feel like in terms of ending the first episode for people who are playing the game for the first time, like the end of Midgar feels more like a natural, epic ending.
Right.
Yeah.
After you fight Motorball.
I think the first time I ever played the game, actually, I was probably 11-ish, and when I escaped from Midgar, there was a little scene or whatever, and I stupidly thought that was the end of the whole game or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, there's more. Oh yeah, there's more to it.
That's what a lot of people thought. I mean, when you first went to the Shinra HQ, you're just like, I'm already here. I'm already
You're
getting.
already doing it,
I'm going to do. And then little did you know that's 5% of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, the game doesn't start until you leave Midgar, and
Yeah.
it's just you have this whole world to explore, and it just blew people's minds. So
Oh, yeah.
it's I can't wait for it. I cannot. I hope they don't destroy my childhood. I really don't.
Nah.
Have they
I'm hoping they're going to stay really true to it, and we'll just have to see.
have they announced a date for that yet?
Not that I know of. No. I want it to be like this year, Christmas time. That would be the great. I would tell Jim, I don't want
for
anything
the
else.
first one.
Yeah. thing is they'll release them all in episodes, and then they'll release like a special edition with all
With
of them
everything.
on it.
All of them plus additional content.
Yeah, I'll buy every single one. They're going to
Yeah, of
make
course you
so much money from
Yeah,
this. It's
I
going to be
know.
ridiculous.
I'm
that guy.
What will happen is like it'll get to that point. They'll release the special edition with everything in like the special edition PlayStation Neo or whatever they're coming out with. I'll wait and get that, and then it'll be like, and PlayStation 5 is coming out next year.
Yeah,
or whatever. Like,
exactly.
It'll be at the end of PlayStation 4's like existence.
Yeah,
And I'll be like, but I just bought the VR and the Final Fantasy and the system.
I think it's supposed to come out for Xbox as well, not just PlayStation. I think I read that.
I know Final Fantasy 15 is.
Yeah, I
So
thought I
I'm
read.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure Square Enix is done with their like Sony partnership.
Yeah.
Starting to
So-
see them both on both consoles.
So if they come out with limited editions for Xbox and PlayStation, I got to buy 2 new consoles.
I can't in good conscience play a Final Fantasy game on Xbox.
I think I'm in the same boat.
I reserved my copy. So
On Xbox?
that's all I have.
Yeah.
What else am I going to do? They got me by the balls.
We gotta. All right, we all gotta trade in our Xboxes and
Nope.
get PlayStations.
Nope.
I
Refuse.
have an Xbox for sale.
Tweet at Cast Revive if you want to buy Brian's Xbox.
There you go.
I love my Xbox too much.
This is an
This-
additional
no,
one.
is
this
this a
isn't
Brian
mine.
Husky
Yeah.
autographed Xbox? Like, let's tell the fans what
I
they're
could
getting here.
scribble on it. It's in the box right now. I would hate to open
So
it.
Brian Husky will open your Xbox.
Yeah,
He'll
scribble.
sign his name across
I'll
it.
sign it. Yeah.
I told Brian we should do like a contest, like subscribe to us on iTunes and leave a comment on like the review page. We'll put your name in a drawing, and if you win his extra Xbox copy
For
The amount of-
$400.
The amount of people that we would have like subscribe, and our numbers would jump like dramatically. That would be legit.
And it would all be like Nick Milano, Rick Milano, Enrique Milano.
Stick Milana.
Dick Nalingno. Who is this guy?
What is going on here? These
And
are all
eventually I'll
fake.
just run out of names, and it'll just be like Norp.
Sploop.
Yeah,
Norp.
Sploop Milano. I don't know. They must be my cousins or something, guys.
Well,
Why do they all have your mailing address? They're staying with
one.
me.
They've been living with me for a while until that Xbox gets here.
Yeah, their plane tickets are booked for the day the Xbox gets shipped.
And then you'll probably never meet them. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's awesome. That's going to happen.
no, it's not.
You're going to give away.
I'll tell you
Brian's
flat
Xbox.
out, it's not going to happen.
We'll talk later after I have a couple more drinks.
Well, since I'm not a part of this podcast, I can just say, tweet at Cast Revive for your chance to win Brian Husky's Xbox.
Damn you.
Yes. Leave us a
Rate and
review
review on iTunes.
yeah, iTunes and subscribe. And we love you.
Gonna cram it full of
And the
bubble
greatest
gum.
thing is, this is like, what, 3 hours and 45 minutes in? So, like, you guys are not going to edit that out. You're going to have
no.
to scroll through the whole podcast.
Wow, we're 3 hours and 31 minutes, and you were very close.
Oh, really?
Oh, are we? I thought we were like 4 hours in. I can't read numbers.
I don't know what's going on.
We've actually stopped recording.
Oh, have you? Well, it's nice just to talk to you guys. We don't get to talk in a
Hi,
crowded
Nick.
bar.
How's your Moscato?
It's an angry orchard.
It does say 31 minutes. Oh, we're on file number 2, so we had 0, 1, and now 2. So
Oh,
I guess
okay.
it's automatically
It's segmenting it.
segmenting it for
So
us.
that means that the other one got up to 5 hours.
Sweetness. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow after the party.
Wait,
4
You got
hours.
another?
No, we've only been here since
We started recording around 4:45.
4:45. So the most we could be is 3 hours and. How does math work?
Matt,
4 hours and 15 minutes.
I think you grab someone's tuchus and you smile, and then it says, "Good job, you're a mathematician now."
4 beers in, Matt Heimerl.
Yeah.
This probably wasn't the smartest
Grabbing
idea.
tookuses.
Grabbing took us.
Is there anything else you want to share, Nick?
I have some poetry that I'd like to read. No,
As long as it's gaming related, go right ahead.
I've got. I'm trying to think because now that I have you on the spot, I can ask you a bunch of questions about video games, but I think I've covered everything. I only basically care about Final Fantasy anymore and Battlefield, apparently.
Not apparently. Of course.
And Overwatch.
Yeah.
Oh, I told Brian one night because me, Bobby, a couple other people, we're all playing Rocket League. So one night,
Oh, yeah.
we can get 6 people and do a 3-on-3 private match. I
Yeah.
think that would be ridiculously fun.
Yes, that would be awesome. That's another game I'm playing, actually. Like Rocket League, I just started a new season today. Yay. That game is very fun.
Yeah,
Rocket League is fun.
yeah, it's crazy fun. So I want to plan that out like in advance where we can all like make sure 6 of us are on, and we'll do a 3-on-3. That would be cool.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be fun.
Making plans on the podcast. I like it.
That's how we do it. And if anybody else wants to be a part of that, we can create a Rocket League Cash Revive tournament. Just get at me, tweet me at Cash Revive.
Cash Revive Rocket League.
Yeah.
League, yeah.
See that?
That would be awesome.
And whoever wins Brian's Xbox.
Should never have brought that up.
Tweet at Cash Revive for your chance to win Brian Husky's Xbox. All you have to do is beat Brian Husky in a game of Rocket League.
Hashtag podcast life.
No! You can't play that game.
Hashtag Brian's going down.
You have to defeat Brian McCree on McCree. Who's going to win?
Ooh.
Oh, like
you.
an Overwatch duel?
Overwatch
That
duel.
would be pretty awesome.
That would be legit. You both have to aim at
Yeah.
the ground and then go up real quick and do it. Overwatch duel. This is
Guess what you
happening.
don't win for beating me in that? My Xbox.
You win a spot on the show. Hashtag podcast life.
There you go. Well, bye, Nick.
Thanks, guys. It's been fun catching up with you. And
Yes, thank you very much for coming out and for hanging on, Nick. Pick a video game song. What do you want us to lead into the break with?
have you done the Final Fantasy VII stuff already?
We
Yeah.
have.
Okay.
Have we done 7?
No.
We've not done. We've done. I have a Final Fantasy list, but we haven't done 7 specifically.
Yeah.
So if there's something you want to hear from 7, we can put that on.
I would like to hear the man with the gun arm.
Final Fantasy 8, the man with the machine gun.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you guys for having me, by which I mean pulling me aside from a crowded bar and telling me to talk into a
You need
microphone.
to come here right now.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Thanks.